All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of our State of Decay 2 crafting only series. So last episode, we made some real big moves, guys. I ended up getting a new base. We got a forge built. The only thing is our melee weapons, they're a little expensive. They're quite expensive, but we'll get there. We need to get a lot of parts. So that's kind of going to be my focus today, going out, trying to see if we can push hard and get parts. Now that we got the forge, we have a more affordable way of like converting materials into parts. You could do it in the storage locker, but it's not really worth it, the conversion rate, especially in lethal. I don't really know how the forge's conversion rate is going to work either. It might not be all that worth it also, but we got to try. So we're going to be trying to get our hands on some melee weapons today. That's the goal. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support you've been showing this series. It's really meant a lot to me, and I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it. And everybody in chat, how's everybody doing? So yeah, we're gonna get going. I also got to get some of these facilities built up. One of them being the Red Talon workshop here. You can call Chavez, get in touch with him, and this also will get me a Red Talon character. So quite a few things that we want to work on today, but yeah, we're gonna start by just going out and doing some looting. We got this whole area here. Now, I don't think there's very many materials. I think I might be able to get materials out of here and here, and maybe no. So 2 potential material sites. We should be able to get maybe parts and stuff out of here. And I don't know. But this whole area is clear of the blood plague. So we can kind of, oh, we even have this over here. Okay, so we got a couple spots, guys. Fuel, materials, parts.
That's a freak for sure.
Got a feral right on the outside. Well, Magnum, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. So the new neighbors, now they're demanding food. These are the guys that we're not gonna help because they just start threatening you and stuff. It's an old thing. But yeah, so we're gonna head out, and I'll start actually by looting this bathroom right out in front of my base. Get some meds out of here. Jeremy, what's going on? The TVR, how you doing? Guys, also, I noticed early on in the episode, and I got a super scientific question that crossed my mind, but right before I started the stream, and I'm genuinely interested in the answer. So, hope you guys are ready for this. How do people who are left-handed use a mouse? Because I've never seen a left-handed mouse. And Pistola Pete with the 13 months. How you doing? Thank you so much for that, by the way.
That's what I call loot.
Like a mouse and keyboard. Like, you can buy left-hand mice. Learn how to use it with the right hand. Coming from left-handed, still use the regular mouse. That has to suck, though. Being left-handed and not being able to use your dominant hand for... I mean, I guess you could... I mean, people say mice are ambidextrous, but like if you look at like this one here, it's shaped to be held by the right hand. Like, yes, you can hold it in your left hand, but it's not shaped the same. It's like ergonomically designed for the right hand. I just thought that was pretty sus, you know. I'm sitting here like, man, left-handed people got it kind of bad. Either A, they gotta like play with their left hand with a right-handed mouse, or maybe like you guys said, buy a mouse that supports it, or they got to learn how to use their right hand. You know what I mean? It's that this just sucks all around.
Have decades of disaster movies not taught you people the importance of stocking up on fuel?
Drop resources. I mean, I could just drop them in the trunk. But I want to see where the hell is the... Okay, right in the front of the base here.
Mission accomplished.
except for writing. Oh, so is it, maybe it might be different. Like I said, I'm right-handed, so I don't know what the left-handed peeps have to go through. I don't know. It's just a weird thought that crossed my mind because I've been to plenty of gaming stores, like, you know, and looked at, you know, buying hardware for PC. I've never once in my entire life seen a left-handed mouse. So I was like, that's kind of weird. I wonder what left-handed people do. So I forgot to ask chat.
Better than nothing.
Let's see what we get out of here. Well, I'm pretty sure in the mouse configurations you could technically swap the left click and right click, right? You can, if you wanted to use the right-handed mouse in a with your left hand, you could change the left click to the side the right click's on.
All done here.
So I could do that in my Razor program.
Hey guys, I may need a little personal time.
My brother worked as a cop in this town, but I haven't seen him since the outbreak.
Okay, so we got that cleared out. We'll hit up this workshop here, or this warehouse here. Might drive the, well, no, it's right here.
Of course it's locked.
Yeah, like I said, it might just be my mouse I use because I use a Naga Trinity, and it has like the buttons on it. So the buttons are designed to be on the inside of the mouse. Like I said, I don't know if you could go and look up a Naga Trinity left-hand configuration. It might actually be a thing. Okay, nice. So we got a stand mixer.
Looks like a plague bloater.
Help in the kitchen a little bit. I think it speeds up facility actions, but I don't really do any of the time required things in the kitchen. Yeah, the boombox you might think is something you could loot, guys, but you can actually craft boomboxes, so it's an illegal item. There we go, guys. Damn,
This might be too much to carry.
this warehouse is kind of churning out the goods. Have I ever done a solo survivor? No, that type of play has never interested me all that much. It's way too complicated to set up, and it takes away all the things I love about State of Decay. Like the things that I love about the game.
By yourself. It's just fucking stupid is all. Back the hell up, get out your sniper rifle, and pick them off one at a time.
The things I love about State of Decay are, you know, the going out with the community, the looting, the build up and stuff like that. And the solo survivor point of it just kind of null and voids everything I love about the game. Like if I were to do a solo survivor run, it just turns into a speed run, and like, yeah, I could do it, but it just wouldn't particularly be all that fun for me. It would just be me speed running the game. So no, that's why I've never really done it. We got a note. Seems like the last entry of the journal. I guess they were wrong. Captain Sawyer just announced. Oh, okay. So I think that one actually starts a mission down south later on. I think. But Carl from South Africa, what's going on? Is left-handed she used as a right-hand configuration. It is. See, guys, you learn something new every day, right? Come back, grab those mats. Yeah, fuel is one of those resources we were getting a little short on, because it's very competitive resource. Seeing as, you know, we have to craft throwing items. It's one of our main offensive weapons, but then it also competes with gas, our generator, things like that. So we got a lot of competition going for fuel right now. go check this comm station real quick, even though pretty sure there's gonna be nothing in there, even if there is loot that I can loot. Have I played Company of Heroes 1 through 3? No. Is that the RTS? I wanted to play Company Hero. No, maybe I'm thinking of something else. I wanted to play Company Heroes 3. It looked pretty cool. I think that's, if that's the RTS we're talking about. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I think I bought Company Heroes 2. But, and played like 3 minutes of it. There we go. Why cars don't wake up play cards if you drive close to them. So Scar, that would be really annoying if every time you drove past a play card, it woke up. The things that wake up the play cards is it's like a hive mind connected to the plague zombies. It's not necessarily a noise thing. But they did have the play cards a lot more sensitive to wake up. And trust me, it's very, very annoying. And it feels unfair to the player, almost like there's nothing you can do to prevent it. And
Doesn't get any emptier than this.
if driving past the play cart were to wake it up, you would never want to drive, especially in lethal zone, because there's so many play carts. It'd be, you know, where could you drive? You know what I mean? So it would just be really annoying and not fun. So I crafted this crossbow. You can craft crossbows. As for guns, there are craftable guns in State of Decay, but they are very, very niche. Like you have to, let's go hit this trailer real quick. I got inventory. There's a craftable, like a crafting set that you get from the bounty broker. And that's the only place you can get it from. But when the bounty's available, and the bounty's not available right now, so. Yeah, if that's the RTS one you're talking about, I definitely do want to check it out at some point. It's just, you know, RTSs aren't huge on the channel. I don't even know how something like that would do. I mean, I can't say that because, well, I can, but I was actually surprised on how many of you guys showed love to the City Skylines playthrough. And when I played, the hell was that game? Brain fart. Starts with an H. It's Humankind. When I played Humankind, that actually did pretty well too. So yeah. Who knows? It could do very well. So we're building up our part supply right now, which is exactly what I was hoping. So there's a garage up here that actually has mats in it. There is a screamer over that way. How are we looking at materials? We're up to 22 at the moment. Ooh, our food though, guys. I chose to build this infirmary over the kitchen. Why? I knew I was like, oh, I can go out and get some food, but that's gonna be hard to try to. Nah, that ain't gonna work, Chad. We can't do that. I don't know why I thought that was even a good idea. As soon as that day ticker goes, I'm losing 6 food. I gotta activate rationing. Dylan with the super chat. I need your own SOD2 character that looks like you, has the traits fit for you perfectly. Do you think SOD2 should add a special zombie and snow? So, as much as I would personally love all that stuff to be in State of Decay 2, You know, them to add a new freak, for them to add weather effects and things like that. The devs have gone in and explained exactly, you know, why those things really can't happen, because it would take, you know, for instance, if they wanted to add a new freak into the game, they'd have to completely drop a new skeleton. Then they have to go and, you know, do animations, graphic, you know, everybody really, like something like a new freak, every part of the studio would have to touch that aspect of the game. And it would be a lot, you know what I mean, for them to do. And right now, all of Undead Labs, for the most part, is working on State of Decay 3. And I personally would not want them to take anybody from the State of Decay 3 team to go and add something into State of Decay 2, because that would take assets away from the game that I would rather have, you know what I mean? So when it comes to them like adding huge things like weather and stuff like that, I'll just wait for the next game. You know what I mean? It would be much easier, much better for them to add that into the next game than for us to sit here and try to force it into a game like this. You know what I mean? Anderson, brother, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. Okay, zombie in there. I should probably stop him and bang the door down.
Still a Z or two out there. I was hoping for something else.
I hope you had a great birthday, Shirley. Thank you so much for popping in. Fierce there, how you doing? It's good to see
We
you.
can put this to good use.
Oh, all right, so we got some mats.
Brian, you need your own SOD2 character that looks like you and has traits that fit you perfectly. Do you think SOD2 should add a special zombie and snow too?
All right, we'll go back and then we'll hit that one across the parking lot too. You said I wanted to build the infirmary to heal my people, and then after that you wanted to get the kitchen up. Yeah, I could see where I would want that, but the timing, like the amount of time it would take for my people to heal, I would drain all my food. So I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but it is what it is. I'm gonna set myself behind now. I'm gonna be rushing to get this done before the day ticker. 8 minutes. There's a good chance we're gonna lose 6 food, but that's my mistake. Birthday was yesterday. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't have a chance to wish you a happy birthday on your birthday, but I'm gonna say it today. Happy belated. I hope you had a great day, Shirley. And Anderson, thank you for the super chat, brother. Nice parrot and our my giant eagle parrot. I love that thing, man. It was a game changer. Okay, so now that we got the forge, let me see. So if you want to do this, guys, convert materials into parts. That is not worth it. So 15 materials, guys. 2 fuel. Only 240 parts. And that's what I meant by the conversion rates in Lethal Zone are just not really worth it. Like, I'll show you guys, because I can actually show you this
No, that's okay.
without any issues. So let me show you what the conversion rate is here. And we're just going to change it just a little bit. So take this down. 15 materials and 2 fuel. 10 minutes and 1 person in metalwork. And you only get 240 parts. All right? That's Lethal Zone. Go here. Go to community. We'll just drop it down to Nightmare Zone. All right, so this is gonna just gonna reset the game. But you don't have, it's not gonna like delete anything. You can move the two top sliders, you can just move back and forth however you want, whenever you want. And now let's just see how much this changes, if it even changes. Who knows?
Can you meet? We need to
Okay, so now it's 12.
I noticed you
in 2.
How about you fix that by bringing over some supplies, like now?
I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, it's 12 and 2 for 240, and Nightmare Zone, which is still, in my opinion, not really worth it. It's only 240 parts. I think you can break down bags of materials, and then let's drop down to maybe, let's just say Standard Zone and see what the base, like vanilla, amounts look like. But yeah, it still seems really not all that worth it. And that's why I meant a lot of these crafting conversion things outside of like CNC mill and stuff like that are just, in my opinion, they're not well balanced. I feel like they could use a little more balance.
We need to talk.
Like here, this is worth it.
You've been ignoring us. How about you fix that by bringing over some supplies, like now?
In the base version of the game Standard Zone, you would convert 6 materials and fuel, have a specialist, right? And you would get 240 parts for that. I think the lethal zone value should maybe be 8, 9, because it's still a lot of materials. But 15, at that point, it's not even worth doing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to check that out. So we're gathering resources and materials right now so we can build some melee weapons. Yeah, we're trying to get some melee weapons done up today. Funk Boogie, how you doing?
Can you meet? We need to talk. I notice you've been ignoring us. How about you fix that by bringing over some supplies?
You hear how they're talking to me? You hear
I
that?
didn't want to hear that.
You hear how they're talking to me, chat? So I do have a little bit more that we can break down here. Get those breaking down. And once that's done, we're going to have enough parts for a melee weapon, but not enough parts for a repair kit, which we also desperately need.
Yeah, that's a blood feral.
Over that way.
Locked. Dang it.
I got a stealth character back at base. I was gonna bust the door down, but definitely not with that feral in the area. I don't want that smoke. We'll just grab somebody that can pick the door open. Dallin, thank you so much for another super chat. Do you think they should remaster SOD1 in the future? As long as it was after State of Decay 3 and didn't mess up
I've seen zombies happier than around here.
Most scavengers
them
focus on
updating
big
State of
items.
Decay 3.
If we stock up on small comforts, it'll add up when we need to trade.
And what I mean by that is obviously when State of Decay 3 drops, there's going to be a lot of us, you know, they're going to be working on the game, continuously updating the game. So if them to do a remaster for SOD1 would require them to put less work into, you know, the ongoing development after the release of State of Decay 3, I personally wouldn't want that, no. SOD1 has already had a remaster. Now, what I think, I back in the day, I did think it'd be really, really cool to see State of Decay 1 in State of Decay 2's engine, you know, with the new animations and graphics and the movement and stuff like that, the updated models. I do think it would look really, really amazing, but if you know, had the same story, skills, lifeline, all that stuff in the State of Decay 2 engine. Yeah, I did at one time really, really, really want to see something like that. But like I said, it all comes down to obviously, you know, if you got 2 people working on something, if you take one person off that to go work on something else, it slows down or diminishes what they can do on the other thing. So I think there would always be something in my list above that.
Not a shambling corpse to be
You know what I mean? You got the note? All right. What game engine do I think they're using in State of Decay 3? I think it's already been said that they're using Unreal 5. This game was made in Unreal 4, so it wouldn't be a surprise if they were using Unreal 5. Should be good. A lot of games nowadays are being done in Unreal 5.
The infestations around here have gone critical. It may be too late to avoid a siege.
Damn. Carnival supply factories, but got already infested. So that must have came up from this heart. The Feral's close. Yep, right now.
Hey guys, I may need a little personal time.
I'm over
My
on
brother worked as a
building
cop in this
materials right
town,
now.
but I haven't seen him since the outbreak.
Yeah, store some of these because I don't want to lose materials.
Definitely use more people with tactical training. See what you can find.
Now this guy's beat up, like really, really beat up. I think I can only hold 25, right? Let me make sure. No, 35. 35 in this base. Okay, cool.
Check that box on the to-do list.
All right. Okay, so kitchen is done. Let's hurry up and enact rationing. How many parts do I got? So I'm short about 30 parts. If I go to my thing here, what you can do is you can scrap materials for parts. Now this is 3 materials for 20. That's so bad too. It's all poop, Jen. It's all so bad. I mean, we can wait another 4 minutes for this to be done and just not touch our materials. That'll probably be our best option. What do you think about actual city maps in State of Decay 3? Oh yeah, for sure. It was one of the #1 requested features in State of Decay 2. So I'd be surprised if they didn't have some more urban type areas in State of Decay 3. All right, so now that we got in there, I can switch off this guy. He's just a little too beat up for me. I mean, everybody's kind of beat up. But once we get some melee weapons done up, we can go ahead and get our forge torn down, and then we'll build our field kitchen or a field hospital. We'll do a field hospital.
I need to learn to meditate, or I knock your damn heads together.
People are pissed. All right, so I think I'm gonna head down and clear out this infestation before it gets any bigger. I don't have any outposts that I could kind of put here to block any incoming hordes. I mean, I could activate this actually. Yeah, we could get traps going in this outpost. Now run me 3 and 2 fuel. 75 parts though. I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice that cost parts, guys. Until you're broke, you start noticing how much everything really costs, and it's like, oof. Like 75 parts, I can't do that right now. So we're just gonna go on foot and clear out this. I'm gonna get that red talon survivor. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Yeah, I was thinking because we were talking about the last episode we were talking about the challenge, and one of the things about the about this challenge is it does cut guns out, which guns and ammo and stuff like that are a big part of State of Decay. So I was trying to think of how could I incorporate guns into this challenge. You know what I mean, like, right, because you can craft them, but it's very, very hard without being able to get your hands on that facility mod. I'm like, how else can I incorporate guns into this playthrough that makes it feel organic and like it makes sense? And I haven't been able to think of anything yet. The only thought I had was if I recruit a survivor, right, and say that survivor has a gun already, then you can keep it. That's like the only thing I can think. Is it Dylan or Dylon? Because every time I see Dylon, I want to say Dylon. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. But then I always feel like I'm disrespecting the Dylans of the world because I always call him Dylon. But I feel like if you're named Dylan, you're probably used to it, right? But you should play Chronicles of Riddick. I've never even heard of that. I thought that was a... I know Riddick is a movie. I didn't know there was a game, though. There he is. Oh, it's on him. What I gotta do is nail this screamer. I might be able to get him from the back side of this warehouse. Well, so the Vito Rio says, why not? A 80% or more broken weapon, and you need to repair it. 150 parts or more. You can only repair pistols, not more advanced. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, well, maybe I'll use weapons that survivors come with, because when you do get a weapon off of a survivor, it's generally really, really beat up. Really, really beat up. Now, that can go one of two ways. You can either now I don't know if that is it like that when you recruit them. Are their guns broken when you recruit them? I know they're broken when you kill a survivor.
I see a lot of Z's hold up in there.
But as for recruiting one, are their guns also broken? It's broken when you recruit? Okay. So there might be a way we can fit that into the challenge, guys. We gotta... See, it's Victor. So it's funny because the way your name is spelled, my son's name is Vito, and we spell it V-I-T-O. So when I see your name, I see Beat, and then Torrio, but then you say Victor. That's. Well, I'll try to remember that, and I'll call you Victor proper. Ooh, we just got 43 parts right there. That's enough to craft a melee weapon, guys. I know it's not a big deal, but it feels like a big deal to me.
Of course it's locked.
Exactly. So weapons handling would kind of work its magic. And as you guys know, parts are really hard to come by. So repairing a gun in this challenge would then become a challenge in itself, because everything's so competitive that you're going to start running into issues with resources that you've never even had to think of. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I love about challenges like this, is kind of shining the light on underappreciated or undervalued systems in the game. You know, like, who really cares about their guns breaking and having to use weapons handling to keep their guns maintained, and, you know, not having enough like everybody, eventually you just get so much loot you can afford to do everything. So I do think that might be a good addition to the challenge. And then we're not completely cutting out weapons, because you still have to craft ammo. You know what I mean? Bullets are still going to be really, really, really scarce because you can't loot any ammo. And there is a finite amount of bullets on every map for the most part. So I don't know. I think it might make the challenge kind of interesting. What do you guys think?
Must be my lucky day.
Screamer.
I got nothing left.
I was gonna hang out and try to loot, but too many zombies showing up after that screamer went off. No, we won't be playing Ark today. We'll be playing Ark.
Brace yourselves. Juggernaut.
Where? That's a base wipe in this challenge, just so you guys know.
A screamer.
But yeah, we'll probably be doing more Ark tomorrow, because I think we just played Ark yesterday, right? Camille, what's up, brother? How you doing?
If the group keeps ignoring me like this, they're gonna regret it.
Okay, so let's see here. We also need to get one of these crafted up. Knowledge of computers and power. That will give us our signal antenna. Also, this solar generator too. We won't have to spend fuel anymore. Using our, you know, if you wanted to put, actually no, this will have power, I believe, in it when we upgrade it or repair it. This is the advanced crossbow. Now, the one thing about bringing guns into the challenge, guys, is if that gun has any weapon attachments, they're no-go. Like, we're not allowed to take any... Even though I think most of the guns you find on Survivors are really, really terrible anyways. Like, I don't think you can really get any good ones. For the most part, I mean, I guess it all depends. But all of our suppressors and things like that will all have to be crafted ourselves. Oh, Funk Boogie, I don't live in New York City. I'm from upstate New York. So we don't really, like, our rent prices and stuff like that are still high, but nothing like New York City. I feel like upstate New York is kind of like everywhere else in America. Okay, so let's go ahead. Forge time, baby. So I think I'm going to start off with a mower blade sword, guys. 200 parts, 2 fuel. Let's stoke the flames and get our first weapon. And I'm only four parts short of a, oh, look at it. Who would have ever thought getting a melee weapon would feel so rewarding? Yeah, man, she's getting tired. Now the problem is we only have one. And one of the issues that we're going to run into having such a small amount of melee weapons is we're going to have to kind of pass it along. Everybody's going to be using it. So it's going to get worn down really, really quick. And we're going to have to maintain it. We're going to have to. So this is one of those things that we got to think, you know, should we always have our melee weapon on us? Or, you know, should we only use it in certain circumstances because it's going to become a part sink? And honestly, this would have probably been a better weapon. It would have been a little more durable. I'm gonna for science, shit, no. So I think we're gonna tear this down now. We're gonna have to play musical facilities. It just is what it is. Wait, I don't have a single survivor that's maxed out yet? Oh man. Seriously? I need to see who's my sheriff. So she's our sheriff. We gotta get her some more. Damn, and I just tore it down. Thought by this point I would already have people that were she's close, definitely close. An infestation and you know, maybe a little bit of looting and she'll be in good shape. But I think that's what we'll go do. We'll gear her up. She's close to getting blood plague, which is what I'm a little worried about. And we have no way to cure blood plague right now, nor any way to like even prolong blood plague. So if she gets infected, she's gonna die for the most part. We have a mission here. Plague sampling.
Thanks.
We'll actually go do that. That would be an easier mission. Right off the bat. Whoops, where's my crossbow?
Hey.
Shit, I'm over on materials now. So I'll get that just building again just to keep it, those materials tied up. Because I don't want to go over. And then I will craft up some more bolts.
Now that's heavy.
We'll roll with this. What do I think the next update for state? I'm not quite sure what the next update for state. Like, if I were to try to take a guess, I honestly have no clue.
I'm heading out.
I don't know where they could go from here. I'm literally that lost. Maybe some kind of missions or more customization to existing systems. Oh yeah, I gotta bring some plague samples, don't I? Store that up in the trunk. And we just gotta be really, really careful not to get infected. I think they're gonna want like 3. It's 3 or 5. I forget how many it is. I think it's 3. And Jamie with the membership, welcome to the family. Thank you, thank you. So I'm thinking, should I put a repair kit on this car? We'll hit this infestation on our way back. So I don't want that mission down south to disappear. I don't have enough parts right now to do a repair kit anyways. Question is, do we have enough gas? Probably not anymore the way I'm going. Might have to swing by an outpost and grab a gas can. Freyr, I've already played Skyrim with no mods. A lot. I have like a lot of time in the base game of Skyrim, and the only way I was willing to play it again was with mods, the way that I could freshen the game up for myself. Because I have now the only parts of Skyrim I haven't played is the DLCs, like the Dragonborn DLC and whatever the other one is. But when it comes to Skyrim with no mods, that is definitely not something I'd be interested in doing, because I've already put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of hours into base Skyrim.
Having a plague heart move in must really fuck up property values.
Where's my closest outpost? Got one here. I should have stopped there and grabbed the freaking gas. I mean, we should be okay. We got a little bit. Will I ever go back to Project Zomboid? Of course. I'm waiting on Build 42. That's when I'll make my reappearance into Zomboid. Yeah, this gas, I don't think it's gonna last, guys. Might have made a mistake. The DLCs are good. Yeah, the only problem is I played them on like back in like 2010 on an old system I don't have, so I don't have those saves anymore. So if I do play Skyrim, like, I would have to play from the beginning again, you know what I mean, and then work my way up to the DLCs. But we did try Skyrim a little bit on the channel. It did all right. It wasn't absurdly popular, but this was also a while ago.
Don't stress it.
Yeah, how close did... Barely did anything, man. We got a little bit of standing, but nothing crazy. So like I said, the only other thing I can do is clear out that infestation, but...
Oh, hey.
Let's get down to business.
Sounds good.
I actually got some decent resources here. Okay, so for fuel, I doubt highly that I have enough gas to make it all the way back here, but maybe I have enough to cut. No, I doubt it. I feel like if I drive, I'm going to make it like here. If I cut across here, I might make it right around like the farmland compound. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck.
Hey, what's up?
Let's get down to business.
Okay.
Actually got me quite a bit of influence. Holy crap, dude. So we could do this Red Challen mission also. That
Chavez,
might
you
get
out
us a
there?
little more
We need some help with the workshop at this place.
standing.
Yeah, I think I know somebody who could help you out with your new place. They weren't part of my unit when I was there, but I heard they're in town looking for a new crew. If you want me to reach out, stop by and I'll set up a meet.
All right, we're gonna have to try to make it as far as we can, guys.
Really shouldn't have ignored us like that. Now you've made us angry.
200
Goes to
influence.
prove that people will always disappoint you given half a chance.
I was hoping to make it at least as far as the farmland compound, which we'll do. Another vehicle. Shit, we made it almost all the way, guys. Fresh out of fuel right now, but hey, that worked. Yeah, we could do some free cutting too. But I'm trying to do stuff that will also like benefit me, you know, instead of like mindlessly going out and like grinding standing. I was trying to like two birds with one stone. Like, okay, we need to work on the workshop and get this, you know, do these missions and things like that. So that's why I was trying to do these type of things.
This will slow me down.
We're running low on fuel though. Yeah, for the channel's definitely been growing quite a bit. People have been showing mad love. It's been mind blowing. Your opinion on State of Decay 3 on behalf of the cars thing, like getting a battery. So yeah, when it comes to State of Decay 3 and cars, I am an advocate for, I do feel like cars need to be more complicated and harder to come by, and I feel like they have to have alternate forms of transportation. I would like to see, like, but this is my just personal view, and my view doesn't mean shit, just so you guys know, but as games progress further into the apocalypse, I feel that the world should you know, replicate that. Like, you should be able to tell, okay, yeah, you know, as the apocalypse goes on, you know, this is supposed to be 18 months after the apocalypse started. So let's just say, for instance, State of Decay 3-4 years into the apocalypse. I personally feel that guns should be way harder to find. Ammo should be way harder to find. There should be more crafted weapons, things like crossbows, bow and arrows. Guns should obviously still be a thing, but they should be like your powerful weapons. They should be like your, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like Last of Us levels, us walk around with 4 bullets in our pocket, but I am thinking, you know, if you got 60 rounds of ammo, like, you got to kind of make it last. You got to, you know, I would like to see that aspect of the survival, that aspect of the story. Or, you know, maybe if you really want to focus on building up ammo, you can also do that. But, you know, it'd be something you have to work for. But I definitely would like to see guns be a lot more rare, and vehicles definitely have to be something that you work towards. Now, I don't want the game to turn into a walking simulator, because that would also be very boring. But I do feel they should have alternate forms of transportation. And I said this a long time ago, that they should have horses, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe like a stable facility or something like that. So like, yeah, you know, gas is hard to get. Cars are hard to upkeep and build up, but you could use horses to still move around quick. Now they obviously, you can't hold a ton of horses. So the downside to horses could be they don't have a ton of storage. Maybe you could only put a couple things on the saddle and you got to keep it moving. But they're the one good, you know, the benefits of horses, they're very, very mobile. They can go off road. They don't get stuck. They don't use fuel. You know what I mean? You just got to feed them. And they could go that route with it. And that way, you know, or add bicycles or things like that. But alternate forms of transportation other than a vehicle. That way the game doesn't turn into a walking simulator, but then also make it feel like cars are important. Like they're actually something they have to work towards and maintain, because in State of Decay 1 and 2, the most powerful weapon in the game has always been cars. Cars are absolutely OP as hell, and they always have been. And it's one of the things that the devs have a hard time balancing, because the cars are just so strong and easy to get. You can start State of Decay, and within and even on the hardest difficulty, lethal zone, within 2 minutes on any map, I can have a car up and running on any map. You know, so they just don't feel rewarding. It doesn't feel that great. Like when you get one, it just almost feels like something that you should always just have. And it doesn't feel like, oh man, you know, I got a working vehicle in the apocalypse. That should be a big deal. You know what I mean? So that's just my own personal view that I would like to see it go. But that's also a hard balance, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to turn the game into a walking simulator. You also don't want people to... now, they could also scale with difficulty. You know, if you want it to be harder to maintain cars or find parts, you know, higher difficulty, lower difficulty, you know what I mean? So it is something they could scale with difficulty. So not everybody has to live my apocalypse. But I feel like a lot of people who are into survival games like this are generally around that same mindset. But yeah, more crafted weapons, more ways to gather resources. I've said this before when we were talking about State of Decay 3. Instead of going to these grocery stores that have been closed for 2 years and still somehow pulling food out of them, even though everybody in the area is looting these same buildings, I do feel like, and on gardening, that's like the only ways you have to get food. I do feel like they could easily add a hunting system in the game where you go out and hunt, you know, and I know I personally would love that. I know a lot of other people would love that. It doesn't have to be a crazy in-depth, you know, Red Dead Redemption style of hunting, but, you know, they have deer that are in the area. You can go shoot it, walk up, skin and harvest the deer. It does like a little fucking circle like this, boom, it done, and it turns it into a bloody rucksack on your back, and then you just bring it back and store it like normal. And even something as simple as that would just add immersion activities, things for you to do to feel more like a survival experience. So if you're one of the people that kind of want to stay out of the towns, live off the land, have a small community out in the woods, and you want to, you know, go out, hunt, fish, and do whatever, and gather food, that way you can grow your gardens, and it just gives players more agency, you know what I mean, to live their apocalypse how they want to. That's how I would do it. But like I said, I'm pretty sure whatever the devs do decide to do with State of Decay 3, it's going to be awesome. You know what I mean? I've loved the first 2 games. I highly doubt I won't love the third one, so. Freya, I appreciate the love, man. Yeah, so I'm going to be checking out the day before when it drops, that's for sure. That game looks like it's going to be some good fun. I hope it isn't only multiplayer, but we'll have to see. All right, so we're gonna go out, clear this infestation, and then go link up with Chavez. But there is a lot of things, you know, that people want from State of Decay 3. You know, city map. But one of the things I see is about the base building. Now, you got to remember, video games are games. Like, devs have their own ways of doing things. And people, like, want, like, free form building. Like, I see that a lot. People want to be able to build a base wherever they want. Now, as cool as I do think that is just not how Undead Labs has ever done it. They've always had predetermined locations where you can build bases. That's gonna suck. Okay, that. Almost. But they've always had predetermined locations for bases, and that's just kind of how it's always been. Now, when it comes to free form building, just saying, I want to build a base. Hold on one sec. Let me. Say, I just want to build a base right here in this parking lot. That would be cool, but that would really be hard. I don't see how they would fit something like that. So my middle ground for the people that want freeform bases and the Undead Labs, who probably wants to still have their same base building style with the facilities and things like that, I feel that they could do, instead of having so many custom bases where they have a lot of bases that are very custom and very unique, they could just have a lot of plots. Like, instead of this being like a full fleshed out area, they could just say, okay, you know what? We'll put a custom plot here. We'll put a custom plot here. Like POIs, you know what I mean? A bunch of custom POI plots, you know, random couple spots out in the middle of the woods. We'll put a custom plot here, and allow players to kind of choose what custom plot they want to pick, instead of being like, okay, this map has these 5 bases that you could choose from. Give them, you know, a bunch of custom plots all over the map, and still have, you know, maybe a couple custom bases here and there that are really, really unique. But I feel like that would be
Looks like that screamer's about to bark.
ooh, this is gonna suck. Let's call that Juggernaut.
I'm tired.
Where'd it go? But one of the things I've always felt like should have been a facility in the game is the walls. Seeing somebody talking about upgrading walls, I felt like every base should have a way to upgrade the walls, and because right now zombies can just easily get into your base, you know what I mean, and it can get frustrating. But being able to like upgrade your walls maybe limits the amount of entry points that the zombies can get and stuff like that. It'd be, I don't know why I came all the way back here. I got spooked by the Juggernaut. We'll go across the bridge here. We'll clear this. Yep. All right. But yeah, I feel like if they were to go freeform base building, it just would be, I don't know, there's certain aspects, like if I want freeform base building, State of Decay isn't the game I would go to for it, you know what I mean? I play State of Decay for State of Decay, you know what I mean? I don't want 7 Days to Die, or when I play State of Decay, I don't want to turn State of Decay into another game. You know what I mean? I love this game for what it is, and I think that's where a lot of people, you know, they have a zombie game maybe they'd like more than State of Decay, and they want State of Decay to represent that game more. I honestly want other games to represent like replicate State of Decay more. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things about like 7 Days.
Fire in the hole!
Should kill them all? Nope, that didn't kill anyone. But one of the things I do agree with State of Decay 3 that would be cool to see is if they did implement a way to play as a solo survivor, like a nomad, you know, and I broke it down in a video I did a long time ago where we were talking about State of Decay 3, and I was saying how it would be cool if the devs made it so you could play with a big community if you wanted, or you could play with one survivor if you wanted. And you know, maybe they have a couple big bases that of already pre-established communities like Network or Red Talon, and you could be like a nomad, kind of like Deacon from Days Gone. Jesus, Cremesis. And you could just bounce around and do missions for those enclaves instead of having your own. You just kind of go around and work for other groups of survivors, and maybe you have your own little solo base and you're living out, you know. That would be cool, because there's some people that like that solo experience, and then there's some people that want the biggest community ever, you know, or maybe you want like a mid-sized community. But I feel like that is an avenue of the game they could explore a bit more, as appealing to a wider range of people. Some people want huge communities, some people want to live that real big city, wild shit everywhere, you know. Some people want to live out in the country, or you know, out in the woods, off the grid, you know. And that's something that State of Decay really doesn't explore right now all too much. It's very, you know, my experience, your experience are kind of always going to be roughly the same.
Person I'm thinking of is looking for a place to live. That sound fair?
Let's make
Got
a deal.
ammo, right?
Cool. Person
Alright,
I'm
let's do
thinking
it.
of is looking for a place to live. Ale. Hey, amigo. It's Chavez. You still looking for a bunk?
Oh shit, Chavez. I thought you gave up on the whole team thing.
Nah, not me. Somebody just moved into my old Red Talon base.
Let me guess. They need help fixing up the workshop? Yeah, we can swing a deal. Come over.
That's a relief.
I don't remember what the hell I got to do with this guy. I don't think I've ever done this mission outside of the okay, so he's right there. Now the one thing we don't have to worry about is plague territory, but there was a juggernaut over there.
Yo, right here.
I need a breather.
Look, if we're gonna team up, I need to know you got skills. Ready for a little action?
Dude, what is he gonna want me to do, man?
There's the screamer.
Ah, so you're in the old Red Talon base, huh? Man, that place used to be sweet.
Okay.
Okay, almost there. Gotta watch my back while I find the stash. Got
Yeah.
it?
Damn, man, we got company.
This guy's got the almighty gun, dude. Who would have known a melee weapon could make it feel so powerful?
Everyone's gonna be happy to see you.
Go ahead and grab whatever you like. When you're done, we'll head to your place.
See if there's anything else here. So Frillian, it might repair my items for free because that's generally what the Red Talon Workshop does. So that would be a really, really big benefit to this base. But big downside to this base is you can't really build shit here, and I can't stand it. So I'm already trying to think of another base that we could go to that would probably benefit us a bit more.
Might be useful.
Would have been nice if I could have looted it. Now, skill books. What did I say in the beginning playthrough? No skill books, right? Pretty sure I said no skill books. Because you can learn all the skills in the game without the books. I mean, yeah, when? Oh, have to go to it. No, we have. All right, so let's get this guy back to base. This inspired me to do my own lethal playthrough with no boons, fit skills to start. Currently getting wrecked. Nick, it's always a good time, man. It does get easier over time, though. Once the skills start rolling in, and I can't even tell you last time I used a boon. Oh man. Because my favorite part of State of Decay is like the early to mid game.
I always like to see a group that's got their shit together.
I feel like boons
I think we'd make a great team.
Absolutely destroy that mid game.
If you'd have me.
Let me kill this juggernaut. This is gonna cause me an issue. I can already feel it. Burning fuel, chat. Just burning fuel. How do I feel about GTA 6? Oh man, I was pretty excited when I heard about that. It's gonna be huge, guys. I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. You know, when has GTA never been huge? Like GTA 5 was absolutely revolutionary. I feel like GTA 6 is gonna be even bigger. It's gonna be huge. I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 is one of like the biggest games, and probably we got Survivor threatening to leave.
Work, right? Work's pretty damn heavy right now.
Okay, so this is what, so our shit is real low right now. And when your morale gets real low, you do risk people wanting to leave, but I'll show you guys right now how to stop that. I didn't look for it. No. Why? Okay, so I believe, yep,
Now you want my thoughts?
we let our food supply run way too low. I'm not sticking around here until I starve to death. Understood. And then you'd be like, all right, I can take care of this as long as you give me some time. Can you do that?
Whatever you say.
All right, so to make her happy, we just got to go out and get some food. Overpriced hot dog stand might have some. There's also a feral in the area. Now, let's check out our new Red Talon survivor. Wait, oh, we got to talk
What
to
do you
him.
say? Want me to join up and start fixing that workshop?
Thanks for letting me join you.
Hey, now that I'm here, you can kick off that workshop repair job anytime.
Okay.
Until then, I'll just show myself around the place a bit.
Welcome. I hope you don't totally hate it here.
All right, so
Yeah, well, I guess you guys are
Tom
still
came
better
with a
than the
gun,
zombies
guys.
out there.
that is not damaged, so we can't keep it then, guys. The rule was it has to be a damaged gun. Right? So he's a dead zone runner. Meh. I would rather, yeah, diehard veteran would have been really, really nice. He's demolitionist, combat ready, and a Red Talon contractor. So this sucks. We actually don't get knowledge of chemistry.
Keep ignoring me, and I'm gonna pack up my shit and go.
I told you, I'm going to get it right now. I just gotta go dump this dude's gear.
Yeah, I bet I could headshot that bloater there.
No, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind
These are gonna hear this racket for sure.
the damaged guns. But yeah, that gun was like full health. And I think it's because he was a Red Talon, so it was different than if I would have like recruited somebody normally. Just gonna head down here really quick and see if we can get our hands on some food. Now, there was a feral over here. I don't know if it's still here. So he does have heroism and prowess. Guy's pretty stacked. Munitions is not chemistry, no. Here's some.
Something's making noise.
There it is. Okay, so that's all we need for the mission to keep her happy and from not wanting to leave anymore. Chemistry turns into pharmacology and munitions.
I'm thinking we could
But
use a leader around.
The red talent traits don't recognize, like, doesn't understand munitions came from chemistry. It just only gives you credit for it's like, for instance,
yeah,
if I come here to my kitchen,
Check this out, yo.
unless they fixed it, and I want to craft energy drinks, see how it says knowledge of chemistry? Because he has munitions, it doesn't like give you chemistry also, it just gives you munitions, and that's it. Okay, so she no longer wants to leave, right? Okay. So I was thinking about going over here and getting this fuel. Because our fuel is just the only resource we're really hurting on right now. Cross that way, and I might be able to get 2 bags. Cars aren't doing too great, guys. That didn't cause me too many problems.
Yo, people, step right up and feed your faces. Thanks to all the crops we're growing. Man, not sure if it's dead yet.
You can craft C4, yeah. And now in this new workshop, I'll be able to come in here and craft C4. But the problem with crafting C4 is that shit is very expensive. 200 parts. Get 6 charges, which is, I think, if you phase your play cards properly, you can do 2 C4 charges per heart. So I'd technically be able to get 3 hearts with those 6 charges. But yeah, it's... generally, you want to C4 the first phase, melee the second phase, C4 the third phase. Now, he did come with a bunch of C4, but obviously, it's against the rules. We got to craft our own.
Sounds like we're alone.
Can you explain to me what is the Forever community? You talk with Joe and so Forever community is just a community that you don't beat the game and you just keep playing with them, quote unquote, forever. You know what I mean? They're just like your long lasting community that you just continue to play on. Mine is like my collector community. I just collect things on that group. I check out all the new updates on that group and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the premise of a Forever community. Yeah, I still don't think she leveled up. Did she get... Oh, she did get Sheriff. Yes. So now I can cancel this. Build our field hospital. Maybe that's going to take almost 50 minutes. But when that's done, we'll actually have heals. Plague cures. Well, the reason why I say to melee phase 2, MF, is phase 2 is actually the weakest phase of the plague cart.
I can help.
So no fuel out of there. That we got 2 bags of materials. I'm actually starting to get to the point where I'm like, yo, I really don't need any more materials. Only because of the base we're currently living in. There's not a whole lot to build. If I was living somewhere else, I would have to build a lot more. And I wouldn't be swimming in materials, but I'm not gonna complain. We're probably gonna start turning some of these into parts.
Oh, this looks like a promising spot for an outpost.
Almost feel like I want to go gun hunting through the damn the enclaves, see who has a gun, and then try to recruit that survivor. Start kicking some people out of our group. Box tip Semper Fi, brother. It's good to see you, man. It's Marine Corps birthday, baby. I cut the cake at 2 balls. I was the youngest Marine 2 years in a row. Yeah, I joined when I was 17, so I was 17 years old for the first Marine Corps birthday, and then
Here's some shit I found
I
out
turned
there.
18
Some
and
of it might be useful.
oh, nice. And then I did the second. I did it the next year too. Thinking about hitting his storage shed over here. American law is weird. You can go fight for your country at such a young age, but you can't legally drink until you're 21. Yes, unless you're at the Marine Corps ball. I was always allowed to drink at military functions, but I could not drink outside of them. So when I was at the Marine Corps birthday and stuff like that, they let me drink to my heart's content, and that's what my sergeant major said. If you're old enough to serve your country, you're old enough to drink. So I was always able to drink at functions, but I could not drink I was stationed in Japan though, where the legal drinking age was what, 19 or 20, and they never ID you anyways. So I had no issues when I was stationed overseas, but
Hey, all clear.
it was always weird when I came back stateside. And was I actually got out of the Marines on terminal leave before my 21st birthday, and I came home and I still was not able to buy alcohol for like 2 months. It was pretty weird. Squirlock Holmes with the 17 months. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. So we got some weapon remains out of there, which is actually pretty awesome. That's 75 parts. Do you use the bat to cut the cake? No. Use the big ass NCO sword. I wonder if I can get out of here without them messing with me. Everybody's so mad, dude. Like, if they think they could live a better life, then leave. Life sucks in the apocalypse. That's what I'm saying, but that's why I figured, you know, they'd just be content with what they got. Obviously, you know, it's not, they're not living in a 5-star, but they're alive. I don't have enough juice in the car to kill that Juggy with the car. I might actually have to juice up right now if he makes his way over here. I had a feeling he was going to make his way all the way over. Slipped past him over there. That was risky. Oh, almost pulled.
Sorry.
Bloater cloud, watch yourself.
Swimming in the mats, guys, that's for sure. Got a little bit more
Got a
fuel.
problem here that needs attention right now.
Who is that?
I'm headed your way now. Uh-oh.
Nope, that's crossbow killer. Too bad I can't grab the damn crossbow, so it doesn't matter. Rare skills, trader. So this group can be recruited from. We only have one enclave I can recruit from right now. How long have we got in a damn... Woo! 36 minutes still, chat. On this field hospital. So by the morning, it should be done. By the morning, it should be done. So what I think we'll do is we'll go scout out that enclave. I want to see what they have. Let me keep the seat down. Can you list the maps that are most pleasant for me? My favorite town. So probably Trumbull Valley, Cascade Hills, Drucker County, Providence Ridge, and then Meager Valley. But it all depends on what you're looking for. Those are like my favorite maps in order. But I guess it all just kind of depends on what you want. Because I always tell people, if you're brand new to the game, one of the easiest and best maps to start the game on is Providence Ridge, 100%. Thing is I want to do up a repair kit before we go down south. Well, how short? What, 8 parts? 9 parts? Can be doing that. So with some of these extra materials, let me break a. So we could break down 3. All right, let's do this. So 3 materials will give me 20 parts with this conversion rate right there. All right, now if I break down a rucksack, that's breaking down 5. So what is 3 divided by 20, chat? Roughly. It's like 6 point something, right? Like 6.3 something. Roughly. So we'll just say like roughly 6 parts per material. Now I'm going to break open this rucksack and we're going to see how that converts into parts. So I got 30 for 5. That was worse, wasn't it?
Well, okay. Nice.
So I lost 5 parts. But now I think it can be random. So we'll do one more. Just because I know it can be RNG. 32. So yeah, it's a net loss doing it in your inventory compared to doing it in the base. All right, it is what it is. So let's go ahead, craft up a repair kit now that we do have enough parts. Fix up our good old taxi cab here. My second repair kit of the game, guys. And we're going to need another gas can, right? No, we're at like almost half a time. Yeah, we definitely need another gas can. Don't be cheap. So we'll keep the gas in the trunk. I'm only going to use it if I need it. Now, we do have a horde on its way to infest right now, so we're going to let that settle into whatever building it's going to. I'm also going to send one of my survivors out to scout infestations. Now, that is going to cost me 2 fuel, so they fixed that. Remember, I believe it was the last series we did, these radio calls were actually broken. They were free for whatever reason. And I was like, man, that's kind of weird. I remember these costing something. Now it's fixed again. So now it's going to cost me 2 fuel to send somebody out to scout these infestations. And we're not doing that anymore. I don't have the fuel. I can't afford it. So we're not going to send them out on the scouting run.
If we don't clear out some infestations, we're gonna be in deep shit real soon.
Wonder if I should clear that on foot or drive down the road, park here-ish. Go, oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll drive and then park. The survivor is going to get tired here soon. Ooh, 4 zombies? Oh. More than expected. Simi, I'm glad you're enjoying the content, man. Yeah, so I'm still on the fence of how we're going to implement this gun rule into the challenge. I know we said we'll allow it from recruits. Shit. Now, as for like looting hostels, I don't know about that. But the rules for the guns right now is they have to be yellow guns. We can't loot any mint guns. Army Go with the gifted. Thank you so much. Whoever receives that, welcome to the fam. Yeah, only and the only way we can get the guns is from right now from recruiting people, or and the only other way to get yellow guns, I believe, is from killing hostile humans, which I guess is a little bit of a challenge, especially in lethal zone, because I would have to fight hostile humans with close to nothing. But then that would kind of be turning hostile humans into like a farming. Like I would constantly want to farm them, and you could get potentially more guns. Now, granted, they're not great, but it does kind of open the door to being able to acquire a lot of guns, in a sense. But I guess at a high risk. So I don't know. I'll think on that, guys. That one's Because like right now, if it's like, yo, if I was like, you know what, we can get hostile humans, and loot their guns. I do have 3 hostile enclaves. Now, granted, I'd have to kill them all. I would have to fix the guns, which would definitely suck, and we just couldn't do. I don't even know how I would kill them, if I'm being honest with you guys. I've never tried to kill hostiles with a crossbow. Well, the only rule that I would put in place is if I do loot guns, can't break them down for parts. The only thing we could do with them is use them or sell them, because then you would kind of be able to create a parts farm, and that's a no-go. All right, but we'll worry about that later, guys. Let's go see these allies here. Now, if I were to recruit, who would I get rid of? Shit, really don't want to get rid of anybody. Everybody's pretty decent. Got a craftsman here that we go. Oh, here we go, baby. Metalwork. Damn. Too bad I've ripped down the forge, right, guys? That's why we need it. We need another base, man. It's like once we get some medical stuff going and our people start getting fixed up, we'll get the forge back. Let's head down south and scout out that enclave. Because who knows, we might find a member of their enclave that has a really good fifth that we really need in the community. I mean, I technically could build my community up a little bit, to try to get a bigger base. How many do you need for farmland? Because we could talk. I could move farmland, guys. That is possible. And the good thing about the farmland compound is all the play carts are. Our food outpost has been infested, of course. Farmland compound play carts are easy to clear. I'm pretty sure it's either 6 or 8, right? Get the Uncle Snipe. No, I haven't got that mission. And even if I did, I wouldn't be able to grab the rifle anyways.
Here, confirming that none of us are perfect. Maybe you drank too much or didn't pay alimony. Heck, maybe you just didn't recycle. None of that matters now. The network isn't concerned with your past. We're all in this together now. And the future is what matters. Got a zombie here.
The network makes a good case for looking out for each other.
Can't do it.
Thing's pretty durable, guys. I thought it was going to definitely have a lot more damage done to it right there. All right, let's scout these guys out. First of all, let's see what kind of guns they have.
You're always welcome here.
What you, brother? What do you got? Holy Grail. Guys, they all suck. The only guy that even has a gun is this guy. He has a shitty 22.
Hey.
I mean, I guess the shitty 22 is still better than my gun. But he's a mechanic, which we already have a mechanic.
Hey, what's up?
This guy's hygiene. Look at his stamina, though. Terrible.
Hey, you.
He's driving.
Hey.
Not interested.
Trace. Interested?
Sure.
So we lost our food outpost, and damn, guys, I actually might have to look at saving up some parts to get these damn traps going, because this play card's spreading its influence far and wide right now. Yeah, I lost my food outpost. We got to go clear that out, and then also up here. I mean, even if I were to recruit that guy right now, right, and get his 22, I have no bullets for it. I could try to sort ammo, but it's not going to work out too well. I can't afford to feed everybody right now, so I don't even know what I'm doing with my group right now. I already have too many mouths to feed. And we just lost a food outpost. Again, man. Holy crap, dude. Got a gas can in the trunk, right? I think I put the gas can in the trunk. Hope I didn't already use it, because if so, I'm going to be a bit further behind the fuel curve than I thought. Can't see him. So we can go peek at a dead enclave and see if we can maybe get that dead enclave and see what kind of guns they have. We gotta swap survivors real quick. There's this mission here.
Yo, what up, people?
Just hope that when I finally screw up, nobody else counting on me.
Everybody's so banged up. So we still got 15 minutes on this field hospital. But it's good. Once it's done, we'll be able to craft a couple plague cures. I think I have enough samples to do 2 cures.
Something's got folks riled up
Right.
around here.
3. I can do 3 cures. I don't know about the medicine cost though. Yeah, we should be able to do 3. I'll be able to do 3 plague cures. My people will start healing up. Got 2 mollies.
No, that's okay. Let's just see how long we can keep going like this.
All right, we'll see what that enclave has. Why did I? So I already have bolts, but we needed parts, so that's why I broke the materials down into parts. Cause yeah, I got bolts. You know what I mean? Me having 40 bolts right now, or me having 80 bolts, they wouldn't help me out. But yeah, we needed a repair kit. We needed to craft melee weapons, so that's why I went ahead and turned those materials into parts. One of the infesting hordes right there. Now, the only thing about this town is it could be very, very infested. For all I know, we haven't been here in a while. And there's a plague heart that's kind of running rampant, so.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
Shit.
Can't say I expected to find everyone like this.
What's he wearing? Unless there's two bodies stacked on top of each other, so anything I could think. Okay, so when we were talking about guns, guys, this gun... Why is it so broken, though? Hold on. It's got one whole bullet, chat, and 165 parts to repair. That's really broken. And it's got one bullet. What am I supposed to do with one bullet? When would I ever even be able to fix that? I thought they came with full clips. One bullet, chat.
That's a lot of stuff.
I gotta empty out this guy's inventory completely if I'm gonna loot the guy under him.
Look at all
SR3, thank you so much for the 8 months. I really appreciate it. The Menard challenge. Well, we can't call it the Menard because I can't even beat it. This one has 8 bullets, got 168 parts to fix. I do want to swap that though.
This will slow me down.
So the thing about weapons handling, guys, is it's not as OP as it sounds. Like, weapon handling is nice, but it also doesn't fully repair weapons, just so you guys know. It only repairs guns right before they go yellow. So it's not like a full repair. It's enough to get a gun up and running again if it fully breaks, which is probably going to happen to ours because I just can't afford to fix them. Because it's like repair my a gun or fix or build a repair kit. No, the backpacks have always been a part of loot. Something that I could always loot. Yeah, you can't craft backpacks. You can keep doing it over and over again, but at the end of the day, how OP can it be when the guns you're trying to shoot still need bullets? So the main thing about this is this combination of price, expense. Like, am I gonna sit here and invest parts into these guns? Am I gonna invest resources into the bullets, or am I gonna invest it into outpost traps and explosives for C4 and you know what I mean? So right now there's a very, very small pool of resources, a very, very small pool of resources, and they're all competing with each other. And now comes the time where I got to figure out, what do I actually want to use? But the free repair is nice, but it only works on that survivor. So unless you teach every single survivor weapons handling, if your gun breaks in the field, your gun breaks in the field. You know what I mean? But that's the whole another aspect of this challenge, is to give power to things that are overlooked. Like, who the hell actually uses weapons handling? You know what I mean? Like, nobody. You don't have to.
Okay. No Zeds around, but we can't secure the place with a plague heart close by.
But this sounds kind of
I'm gonna need a lighter load soon.
sheds light on some of the more overlooked aspects of the games, crafting wise or skill wise. Can't loot the crossbow from the mission. No. Nope, nope, nope. Only the only guns we added to the playthrough right now are the yellow guns that you can. Ooh, how do they?
I need a breather. I should probably take a break before I fall over. Unless we take out some infestations, we're gonna have a siege on our hands. Last one left.
Barrel just dropped a whole 50 cal? What the fuck? Of course, on the playthrough where I can't loot guns like that. Damn, Feral drops a suppressed 50 cal. Damn. If I would have known it was this far, I would have been a little more cautious on my fuel. Shoot, right in front of his fucking head.
I'm gonna say no. Have a good one.
This might be useful.
Why did I add yellow guns? To add another aspect, because one of the big aspects of you know, zombie lore, zombie games, guns, you know what I mean? And guns are a big part of State of Decay. They have a big
Blech, boring.
there's a big, like, part of the game, you know, crafting system, ammo, gun repair, skills that kind of lean on the firearm system. And it's not that I don't want guns in the challenge, but I never had
Let's go.
I never had a good way to implement guns into the challenge other than the crafting system that is tied to the bounty. So I was trying to think, well, how could I implement guns into the challenge and it still be balanced and feel like you have to put work into those guns and earn them, you know what I mean? And the yellow gun system, it kind of works because you still have to You know what I mean? You still have to put work into the guns before you can technically use them, whether that's using weapons handling to repair them or putting parts in them to quote unquote craft or repair them to use. That was probably the closest idea I could come to
I did not want to know what
to
makes
implementing
Blade
guns
territory
into the
smell this bad.
playthrough. And yeah, I mean, with the amount of parts it takes to repair them and the limited amount of ammo you get from repairing them, or that you get with them, it seems pretty decent. Yeah, I only try to recruit them. I know I couldn't get them. You got to have, I think, 4 or less survivors in your community to recruit them. I try to recruit them because I didn't want to fight him. That was it. It was the only option that allows you to walk away peacefully, even if he says no. Like right now, guys, we're hurting on fuel. I might try to get some gas out of the gas station up the road here. Mountain Blade Bannerlord, it's a game on my list that I really do want to check out at some point. Triple bloater on the... I'm gonna clear them out too. Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2 is a game I plan on checking out at some point. We just haven't got around to it yet. Am I allowed to use ammo presses? I mean, the ammo presses are technically crafting, so I mean, yeah, they do qualify. Now, they do allow you to focus ammo, so there... ammo was never really a discussion point because guns were never really a thing in the challenge. So we could make it to where you can't use ammo presses, and the only way we could get bullets to make it feel more scarce is say no ammo presses, but we're only allowed to sort ammo. Because that will make bullets kind of still a big deal. Ammo presses allow you to really hone in on an ammo type and then craft a crazy abundance of it. So I am kind of okay with saying no ammo presses, sort ammo only. Let me clear out this road real quick, 'cause it's going to be annoying with these bloaters here. Yeah, biochem stations, fair game. Okay, there they are. Miss. The other one blew up right there. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I would still have to. I would still have to loot an ammo press, obviously, but I don't know. We'll kind of just see how the playthrough goes. Okay, so the town's got a couple infestations, nothing crazy, and I wanted to get fuel, and there's this gas station here, so we could go up, and there's another taxi. Forgot we scouted that taxi. $3,500 influence though, guys. Oof. That's bad. So gun-wise, this is what we're working with now, guys. We got some. They're absolutely about to fall apart. The main thing is ammo. We ended up with some 9mm out of this and a single 44 Magnum round. Wow, even salvage though. Why do these don't salvage for very much? I think it's because they're so damaged. Make sure we get rationing going. Now, one of the issues is
Let's make this mag count,
because this
kiddos.
gun's already yellow. Fuck. My rationing didn't kick in before the... Oh, no, it did. Ooh. No, it didn't. So my rationing didn't kick in before the day ticker. So I just lost 4 food. Damn it. But because this gun's already yellow, as you guys know, guns break faster when you have suppressors on them, especially shitty suppressors, which are the only ones I can use right now. 80 parts for this. So I'll be lucky if I can even get 10 shots out of this gun before it breaks. Should I do 80 parts to get the suppressor for 8 bullets, though? I think I just would rather keep it unsuppressed and use the crossbow. You know what I mean? And we'll, if we come into some parts later on in the playthrough, we can maybe get a suppressor. Oh, because of the window? Okay.
We better get our shit straight, or we're all gonna be dead soon.
So, do you think you could change the rule to pick up guns? So, that's the main reason why I'm not allowing that is because it picking up the guns and then breaking them down for parts is in the playthrough like this. You don't have any other use for the gun, so you would have a huge surplus of parts, like so much. Because my first crafting only playthrough I allowed myself to pick up guns and melee weapons and stuff like that and churn them into parts, and you just have so many parts because obviously you have no other use for the guns, and that's why I didn't allow that. And some weapons, like, you know, you can break crossbows down and stuff for a lot of parts. So that's the reason why I never changed that rule. But scrap somebody's backpacks. Yeah, we could break somebody's backpack down for parts. I don't think you get very many. Let's see, how many? 12. That's something. Hold on to these 7s because I got a couple of people in my community with 6s. We could swing by Ray also and sell some stuff to him once we clear out this get this fuel. Damn. Didn't I just do a gas can, guys? I mean, I know that's why we're going to get fuel, but I literally felt like I just did a gas can. And now I'm doing another one. We're legitimately going to be walking here soon. If I can't get the handle on this fuel situation. Alright, so we're going to swing up, hit this gas station, then we'll swing over to Ray and sell some crap to him. So I guess I would like to get my hands on the farmland compound at some point, but 3,500 influence. That's a lot to try to swing. Juggy, seriously? Could try to park farther away and then walk down through the woods and hop the wall, but actually never on this back way. Let me see if there's even a path.
Sticking around here too long would not be smart.
Won't be able to get over those rocks there. Okay, we're good, we're good. This place is pretty infested. We're just here to try to grab a ruck and get the hell out, guys. I'm hoping that the fuel is just out here in one of these pumps. This is severely infested.
That's one ugly-ass juggernaut.
Would I say, is this my favorite game? No, not even close. I play a lot of State of Decay because it's one of the games I'm better at and one of the games I'm more well known for, but I wouldn't classify it as like one of my favorite games. My favorite game of all time is Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that game is perfect in almost every single way. For me personally, I know some people think the game is too slow, you know, they're not really into that style of game. But yeah, for me personally, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest game of all time. But I do enjoy State of Decay. It's one of my top zombie games for sure. That would have sucked. Hit the front of the car. That's a level 3 infestation right there. Damn, Ray. I mean, my thing is after Red Dead Redemption 2, which, you know, the game was just so, for me, it was just so perfect. I'm like, yo, if GTA 6 takes anything from Red Dead Redemption, I can't even imagine how good Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be. Like, honestly, I think Grand Theft Auto 6, like, as silly as it might sound, I honestly think Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to be one of it's probably going to be Rockstar's greatest game of all time. The best game they've ever made.
Dear God, I'm tired. Gotta finish it.
Ooh, fuck.
Fire in the hole!
How did that not hit them? What?
That's all I got.
Damn, Ray, you gonna reload, bro?
I just dropped off a couple things I found while I was out.
I found some random bits and bobs and cobbled them together. Guys, one of my survivors just crafted a heavy weapon. we need Ray's revolver, guys. He's not hitting him because he's got a fucking cap gun. Like, there's got to be a cap gun with all them bullets. I don't even understand how that got so wild. Damn, Ray. Oh, you finally reloaded.
You're still on your feet.
So what do we got today?
That sounds about right.
Right, you'd have more customers, bro, if you cleaned up the area a little bit.
Let's make a deal.
Sounds like a plan.
Because holy shit, man, this place is not fun to come to. I'll tell you what. Spencer's Mill is not what it used to be, guys. I think we need to kind of pump the brakes and spend a little time amassing resources. It's like a nice build up. My thing is I want a better freaking car, guys. Only place we haven't been to search for a car is Spencer's or Marshall. But I'm really not trying to go into Marshall right now. That place is dangerous as hell. Would I play State of Decay 1 again? I guess it all just depends. I've already played through it quite a few times on the channel. Like there's already series, and I don't know if the demand is there. You know what I mean? Like I think I don't know. It all just depends. I don't mind like replaying games. You know, especially over the past few months, we've replayed quite a few games that we've already played on the channel. But the thing is the list of games that I have that I haven't played yet is so infinitely big that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when I go back and I try to replay a game we've already played like once or twice or even 3 times. The reason why State of Decay shows its face so many times is because it's one of the main games I am known for, State of Decay 2. But even then, you know, that I do this game in moderation, even nowadays too. Now, it's been a while since I've done a State of Decay 1 playthrough. Like a long while. And there's probably a lot of people who haven't seen my old playthrough. I would have to go look and see when my playthrough even was, because I have honestly no clue what the quality was like. I'd have to check it out. Generation Zero is out. Yeah, that game is in my Steam library right now for games to be played. Yeah. Oh, don't scream! Don't scream! Don't scream! It's gonna wake up. Where there's 2 play carts in Spencer's Mill that are now awake. Add more to the infestations. RoboCop was fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing. It wasn't the first episode did really well. It was quite popular. I think it was a lot of people kind of interested, like, oh, what is this game, you know? And then we did a second episode of it. Damn, somebody's got us a gas can. What is going on? Our morale is high or something? And then we did episode 2 and it was not that great. So yeah, I don't really... I enjoyed it though. I felt like the game was definitely starting to pick up a little bit. I have curveballs turned off, so I don't think it's a curveball. Yeah, F-Group keeps trying to get me to play Satisfactory. Don't even know what the game is. It's got some wicked reviews on Steam. It's like probably one of the most highly rated games I've ever seen on Steam.
I should probably take a break before I fall over.
I've never even heard of it before. It's boring though. How is it? But how could it be boring if it has such great reviews? Like it was like crazy. I've never seen reviews like that before. All right, so we got that. Let's get these.
Hey, keeping busy?
All right, so as you guys can see, field hospital's built. Now the cool thing about the field hospital is it acts as a level 3 infirmary right off the bat. You don't even have to do anything. It's just a level 3. So we can craft first aid kits right off the bat. If we had medicine and water, we could do painkillers, like strong, but we can do everything. It also has the special treatment options. Oh shit. I didn't even know this was a thing. 8 meds and you can heal all injuries and trauma. It's really expensive though. It's quite a bit of meds. So people are slowly starting to get fixed up. I'm gonna let it run its course. Let's do up those plague cures though. That we will do.
Be honest. Would anyone notice if I wasn't around?
So I'm gonna do 3 cures. Looking good, guys. We're looking good. I want to swap her out so she can also heal.
This place would really rock if we had some electricity.
Now, one of the things we can do that's actually going to be nice is one of the downsides to crafting only is the AI. And I did a Lethal Zone crafting only playthrough before, and it was actually ended because I had one singular Juggernaut get too close to my base, came in and completely ripped all my people apart. And because guns were not a part of the playthrough, my community just got erased. And it almost happened in my other crafting only playthrough also. Actually, no, my other crafting only playthrough, I ended up transitioning into something else. But yeah, when it comes to crafting only, the one downside is the AI. They're just dumb. They'll run up and they'll sit in there trying to knife the Juggernaut and they just get ripped apart. So implementing the guns into the playthrough and at least using them on base defense will kind of keep the AI, give them a chance. Because that's my #1 worry about this playthrough is the AI is going to get themselves killed during a base raid and I'm going to lose everything because of it. All right, so these guys have been surviving for a little while. I think it's time that they earned the right to wear some of my usual apparel. And that, wow, and that matches my backpack. Didn't even mean to do that. Okay, so we are running really, really low on snacks, though. Got one snack left, but we don't have any food. So my goal was to loot right now. I want to see if there's any other food spots in town. I don't think so, though, guys.
Chavez, we could use some help with the officers' quarters over here.
I'm not surprised. Cleaning that latrine was always a pain in my ass. The latrine in that base needs a compact incinerator to, take care of business.
Uh-huh.
So there's this old military quarantine site up by the reservoir. I figure it might have what we need to get this job done.
Okay. Yeah, it's up this way, yeah. Head up there and do that. You know what? We'll sort a little bit of ammo. I got some, so we'll try to see if we can get maybe some more 9mm. No, of course I get none. Sorted through tons of ammo, and we got some 22, some 5.56, some shoddy shells, and that's it. No 9mm. Oh, of course. No, your survivors don't need any bullets in the gun. Empty guns shoot in this game. Yeah, you don't need any bullets in the gun. AMZ, I'm doing good. Doing good. I gotta head up and do this mission, get an incinerator. Car needs some more gas. I'm wondering if this is enough gas, though, for me to make it up there. And back. I really don't want to waste another gas can right now. Even though we just got a free one, though. So what we'll do is we'll load that free one into the car. I don't have to craft another one right now. I forgot about that. I'll pop that loader at some point. But I think we should have enough gas to at least make it up close and then back.
Plague zombies in all directions. Better be careful. I'm getting close, so it's too late to trade spots with me.
Shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, be nice if we can get the material or the fuel out of here. I mean, the materials would be cool too, but
I used to think a lot about dying. That's what happens when you lose everyone you ever loved. But I don't worry about dying anymore. When it's my time, it's my time. Today belongs to me.
that'd be nice if I had fire on me right now. Shit. That's an auto play cart right there, guys.
Exactly what I was hoping for. Got it.
Here.
That's a wrap.
For the year.
Screw it.
Plug that in, so you should be good to go.
I owe you one.
Menard.
See ya. That should mean a lot fewer plague zombies.
So as long as people give a shit, I'm happy to hang around here.
Rest. Fire in the hole!
Yeah, I woke up the other play cart, but I'll show you why. I just had to run the plan through my head really quick if it was worth it, and in my opinion, you'll see. Well, I can get both play carts right now at low to no risk, as you'll see. We got the incinerator, but it was at the expense of breaking down the whole entire fuel rucksack, which that's what I was having more issue with than anything. Was it worth breaking down that rucksack to get my hands on that get my hands on the, you know, killing the play cart. So we can do this here.
We're probably gonna miss that. Okay, time for a close encounter.
So this is the reason why I did that play card up there, because I was like, oh, well, I could fucking kill that play card up there, then I could block off the door with the car here, and then kill this play card. And we won't have to worry about it. So 2-for-1 special, right? I'm not gonna use my melee weapon though.
The infestations around here have gone critical. It may be too late to avoid a siege.
Yeah, Maker, the only thing about those quests are, it gives you the guns with a lot of ammo. There's no work that you really have to put other than the mission. So that's the reason why I decided on no mission guns, because, yeah, they're just too easy to get. The way I'm doing it, at least, you know, the guns are terrible condition. They're not going to work very well. And they're going to be a hell of an investment to actually use. Unless I get like a shotgun. Shotguns would be nice because pump action or running bolt action rifles, those don't jam and break.
Gun zombies attacking an outpost as we speak. It's damaged. Just gotta keep at it.
So they keep hitting this one. And this building's infested again. You could get the gun crafting table by changing. So Lawless, I think the way that the bounties are set up, it's an update that Undead Labs pushes monthly. I'm sure. I don't know if you can confuse it because it's a network thing. But I also don't know.
That's how we take this town back.
Now, one of the other things I was running through my mind about this area, because I was thinking about this earlier, is the Echo Lab research station here can give me some really, really powerful crafting items that we can use to later really put some pressure on the play cards. And I think this is probably my W for this playthrough, but it is 1,000 influence to get. But we can craft bloater gas grenades here. This will also be a way to go in easy clap hostile enclaves. Like, you know, if I wanted to kill these guys for guns, I could craft up some bloater gas, go down there, nail them, and then it would definitely make things easy mode. The only issue is samples. As you guys know, I'm not looting play cards, so plague samples are quite rare, and a lot of the biochem stuff is very, very expensive sample wise. Like scent blocks, like 25 samples. And the thing is, I have 2 plague samples right now, so. The issue is getting out of here without them blowing up my damn car.
Getting out to push.
Shit. There goes damn repair kit. All because I opened the door outward.
We have a confirmed infestation sighting here.
Okay, well, that's that. I wanted to loot this area, get some parts and stuff, but I mean, maybe I will have to do that anyway. How many parts do I have right now? I got enough to do a repair kit, so I think I'll fix the car back at base, and we'll come back up here.
A headshot would let me harvest a poison gland from that bloater.
I think this is going to be a decent trip across town. The good thing is there's no more plague territory, so we don't have to worry about that. So spawn density should be relatively safe. Maybe not. Just a juggy popping bloaters. Gotta cut through Oasis right there. So that infestation's already dying. I'm gonna clear out my outpost one because obviously, you know, food is. Oh shit! I forgot about our food. Got 26 more minutes on rationing, but we got to build up our numbers. I don't really feel like there's much food left in the town I'm living in right now, though. If any. Like, none of this crap is food. We had this one spot here that was food. I might get rid of that fuel outpost and go for a food outpost because I don't need that fuel outpost anymore. And it's a level 2, so we'll get a chunk of influence back too. And I think we're gonna get another food outpost just to kind of ease the. I mean, the 2 fuel per day was probably useful, and I wasn't even really noticing it, but yeah, now we're up to 2,200 influence, and we just got to pick another suitable location. We got this one here, Farm B4 or 4B. Could do that.
That blood feral moves fast. Keep this up. Go for the head.
Always such an exercise killing those dudes with crossbow, man. Normal ferals are just very easy. So we're gonna break the glass. I think that's our screamer right there in front of the fountain. Yep. Shot. Over inside on the ground back there. So we end up with 2 fuel cans. We got the compact incinerator, which now we can install into here. Wait, which one did I do? There we go. And that will restore the functions on that once that's installed. And then we could replace the missing beds on this. 50 parts though. I need a repair kit, dude. Oh, that's not my car. We'll see, now the bloater's standing up. Do I think I'll actually be able to do the challenge this time? I don't know. It all kind of depends. I think it kind of depends on the AI. Honestly, I think with Trumbull Valley and having like this, the research center, and the changes we made with being able to like loot guns from the hostels will keep my base a little bit more secure. So I think if I ever were going to have a chance to be able to beat the challenge, this would probably be it. But I feel like we're already over the hump of like more difficult part. I feel like the early game of this challenge is where the game is really, really tough. But we're getting to the point now where we're starting to actually get some stuff. You know, once you got the crossbow, melee weapons and things, it really does kind of come together. And my community crafted this saw blade sword, so that's going to be quite a help in itself.
I have eyes on a plague screamer.
But yeah, I was able to just wipe out this whole entire northern part of the blood plague, so we have nothing to worry about up here. And this base here is what I want to free up. But 3,500 influence. So I'm trying to make the most out of the bases that we have currently. All right, let's go get that other food outpost really quick because, yeah, 6 food ain't gonna cut it. Anderson, again, how you doing, brother? Damn, got us some 22, bag of snacks, and some meds.
When was the last time you saw so much empty in one place? Quite zombie free yet.
I don't know where the hell all these zombies just came from.
like this place. You can use this.
Shot a lot of bolts there. We didn't get nowhere near as many as I shot back.
Okay, the work's done and this outpost is ready for use. If we put a little more work in, this place could really pay off.
Yeah, we got another infesting horde coming here. The rest of the horde is still over there. Damn, that's a big group.
I need a rest.
Fucking clown zombie.
Catch my breath.
Should've got real for a second there. So I didn't get rid of the infesting horde. I kind of just pulled it off. Probably be easier, honestly, to just wait for it to infest and then take care of it. Oh, baby. Got stickers. Very fair.
You know what's really sad? I'm still terrified of bees.
What's this? Red Talon microwaves? I think those are CNCs. I mean, health-wise, look at the guys. The community is getting healthy. He just got a hero bonus. We got +2 beds for his.
Running water here, we'd be living the good life.
Yeah, +2 beds for his hero bonus. +2 from hers. What? Wow. Morning yoga's pretty good too. So we just got +4 beds just because my people's
aren't gonna clear themselves out.
my people's traits or hero bonus. So that's not bad. We got space now. And I haven't even repaired the beds yet. So I was thinking, once we get somebody with computers, because I think you need computers, yeah. We can easily upgrade this to level 3, but it's quite expensive. And I think I might hold off until we move before worrying about that. But as of right now, how much we're actually gaining, we're losing nothing. So we're evened out on food, but I think that's with rationing, right? Yeah, so that's with rationing right now. We're not losing any food whatsoever. So we're okay as long as rationing is active. But we're going to have to make sure that we still build them food numbers up because we're only sitting on 5 food right now. And, oh, shit. Infestations are kind of putting in work right now. When the hell did all that happen?
Why is it that whenever I start thinking things aren't so bad, you all prove me wrong?
So we might have a siege incoming here soon, guys. I might have to start activating this to cut off the flow of zombies coming into my AO. We can cut it off right here, but it's just a matter of, do I want to spend the resources to keep those traps up and running? But we could also, what we could do is, because we're gonna be ending this episode here. What I can do is next episode we can go out and try to clear out those siege sites before they decide to attack. But all right, guys. I feel like we made some good progress today. We got some play cards clear. My side of town is cleared out for the most part. We got our eyes set on bigger goals going forward, but definitely a lot of stuff that we got to make sure we take care of before we can even get to that point. But again, thank you so much. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. I'm having fun playing it. Remember, as long as you guys are enjoying it, we'll keep it going for sure. I'll be doing one more stream here later on tonight, so hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys there. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the content, you have it on your way out, smash that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. It really, really helps out so much, guys. And you guys have a great rest of your night if I don't see you in the next stream. And for everybody else, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.